Hey everybody, it is, let's see, July 14th already, Thursday night. We're almost halfway through the month and gearing up for Summit. I'm super excited. And I'm even more excited to have Eric Johnson on the call here because one of the most pressing questions that we have, especially for new coaches, coaches that are really struggling to transition from like a full-time job to making Beachbody more of a feasible income for them, is how to manage their time. And Eric is an expert on that. He has developed a platform called Teamzy, which a lot of you have heard of already. And he's going to explain that, how it came about, how it can work for you as coaches, and, hopefully give us some great information on how to manage our power hours. So with that, I will let you take it away, Eric. And we've got my crazy dog here too. So you never know what you're going to expect.
Stacey's not here to make out with Penny, so she expects that from me.
Yes, so. She expects attention. So anyway, I will mute myself, Eric, and give the floor to you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited. I'm going to mute everybody. And if you guys feel like the need, if you have an outburst or you feel the spirit move, you can unmute yourself at any time if you want to and interrupt. That's totally fine. But I will do a Q&A at the end too. So here's what I'm going to do. First and foremost, my name is Eric Johnson. As Kim said, I am the creator of Teamzy. I'm also a Beachbody coach. So what I'm going to show you guys tonight is made for you and for this business specifically from the ground up, okay? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through training on really the philosophical underpinnings of the software, what relationship marketing is and how to really leverage it in your business. Then I'm going to take you into Teamzy. I'll show you how easy it is to set up. I'll show you how to do a power hour, some really efficient workflows for power hours. And I'm going to show you guys how to follow up like a pro, because I know so many coaches struggle not only with the actual doing the follow-up, but kind of with the emotional part of following up. So I'm going to go through all that with you guys as quickly as I can. Make sure you have pens and papers ready, because I could drop a nugget at you at any moment. And then at the end, we'll do a Q&A. Okay? Awesome. All right. So can you guys all hear me okay? Sounds good? Okay. I got this fancy new internet microphone. So I'll just make sure it works out well. It's called the Snowball. Is that cool? Okay. All right. So I'm going to now take the screen over. Clear some of this stuff out of the way. So actually, the first thing I want you guys to see is keynote presentation. You guys see that presentation okay? Okay, awesome. All right, so when I'm presenting, I can only see a couple of you guys. So make sure you're constantly smiling and telling me that we're doing just kidding. Okay, here's what we're going to talk about: how to leverage relationship marketing to become a power hour boss. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about my background. So I've been a Beachbody coach just 2 years. My career has been in coaching and training, though. For the past 15 years, I've worked primarily in the real estate industry as a business coach and executive in the largest coaching company in that industry, training people, teaching people how to build a business based on relationships, okay, and how to turn that relationship-based business into something that has a predictable stream of new business and recurring business. Okay, and so that's kind of my background. So when I became a coach, probably like a lot of you guys, I had great results. I was pretty unhealthy. I was traveling a lot, doing a lot of conventions, and I needed to lose about 60 pounds. And I started with P90X and Shakeology and had a pretty awesome transformation. So people started asking me about it, and I found that I really enjoyed helping others. That's how I became a coach. So then what happens is I got this new business opportunity, and I've got this career experience. And so I said, I know exactly what I need to do. I need to organize my list. I need to have my follow-up system in place. So what tools are there for Beachbody coaches? And that's where I found, guys, that there really wasn't anything for us. There was another CRM system that was based not on relationships at all. It was based on like email marketing, things like that. And what I found was that the top coaches were using notebooks, or they had spreadsheets that they were using, and really complicated tracking systems that each one of them had made. And it was just kind of overwhelming. And I don't know how many of you guys have felt overwhelmed trying to figure out how to create a system to systemize your contact and your follow-up. So what I did was I called some friends of mine who were super smart, and I asked them, hey, because we built this for real estate, I said, could we build one of these for Beachbody coaches? So that's kind of how Teamzy got started. Let me jump right into, though, to some of this philosophy, guys, because it's really important that we understand why we need a system like this. So what is relationship marketing? Relationship marketing is a lead generation system. It's a lead generation system. That's a system that initiates consumer interest or inquiry into the products or services of a business. I know it's kind of a dull and boring definition, but it's important for you guys to understand what it is, because this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to initiate interest, right? We're trying to get people to inquire about our products. That's what we do on a daily basis. In fact, before we even get deep into this presentation, I want you to have a mindset shift that you're not in the business of building your Beachbody team or marketing home fitness programs or nutritional products. You guys actually need to get this mindset shift right away. You're in the lead generation business. You're in the lead generation business. If your upline or your downline says, what business are we in? Your answer should be lead generation, because until we generate leads, we can't help people. We can't impact people's lives. We can't, do all the things that we want to do. The first thing we need to do is generate leads. So we kind of got to get that in our head. Now, when you guys think about your day, you're getting ready to put your head on the pillow and you think about your day and all the things you did for your business. If you didn't do any activities that lead to lead generation, you didn't work on your business today. Okay, you were busy. You were busy. I won't take that away, but you haven't worked on your business if you haven't done any lead generation. Okay. So the cool thing is, though, that relationship marketing, it's a system that we follow. It's a system that we follow. So I grew up in New Hampshire. I don't know if anybody out there on the calls in New Hampshire. I grew up in New Hampshire. I live in California now. And my first job, I got a job working at Burger King when I was 14 years old. And there was only a few things I could do because I was so young. But what was cool is they took me in and they put me in the back room and they put in these VHS tapes called Burger King University. I don't know if anyone ever worked fast food when you were younger, but they had a system that they had me follow. They actually painted footprints on the floor where they wanted me to stand. I put my feet on the footprints. So I knew I was following the system, right? They had a system for everything. In fact, to this day, I'm 42 years old, I can still grab a ketchup and a mustard and I can put exactly 1 ounce of each on a bun like that. It's amazing, right? This is a system just like that, except we're not making hamburgers. We're making all our dreams come true. This is a system we follow. Now, what the cool things about that is it allows us to serve and bring value first. I'll talk about that a little bit, but we're going to serve and bring value first. Now, when we systematically invest in our relationships, people are more likely to want to do business with us and to recommend our business to others, okay? Also, we're able to create predictable and reliable results for our business. Predictable and reliable results for our business. I've been working this system, not Teamzy, but this system for the past 15 years. It's so predictable, it's not even funny. Those of you guys who are already using Teamzy probably wondered how Teamzy could take your income goal and actually tell you what to do daily to hit that goal. That's because we have algorithms and equations that are tried and true. Okay, it's predictable. You get to using this on a consistent basis. You can predict whether you're going to hit Success Club. You can predict whether you're going to grow your team in months into the future. It's very similar, guys, to doing 21-day fix. If you did 21-day fix every day and followed the nutrition, you can predict the results, right? Because it's a system that's got proven results. Then here's the best part about a system is that we always know what to do next. We always know what to do next. How many of you would sometimes just don't know what to do next? Okay, let's keep going. So here's an important principle I want you guys to get. Developing and deepening relationships is your paramount duty as a business owner. Developing and deepening relationships is your paramount duty as a business owner. So I told you you're in the lead generation business, which is awesome. We also mentioned that we're going to bring value first, but I want you to know that your paramount duty is developing and deepening relationships. Okay, and if you keep your focus there, everything else is going to follow. What we want to do is actually turn relationships into advocates. We want to turn relationships into advocates by investing time and providing outstanding service. An advocate is somebody that's going out looking for people for you. They're telling people about you. They're singing your praises. They're walking around looking for people to bring to your business. Those are advocates. Okay, and that's the goal. That's the goal as we build relationships, that we create advocates. Some of you guys are advocates for products that you love. Some of you guys are our advocates. Thank you. And that is what you want to do with relationships. You want to develop them into advocates. So here's a really important principle. I put them all in yellow for you so that if you're kind of snoozing, you can wake up and you see something yellow and write it down, right? To make it easy for you guys. Relationship marketing depends on trust. It depends on trust. This whole thing depends on trust. Without that, it's not worth doing. But you guys probably already know this about Beachbody too. I mean, in general, network marketing, we have to build trust. There's so much skepticism out there, right? But the cool thing is that trust, that's what makes the work fun. Trust makes it fun because when somebody trusts you, even just a tiny bit, you don't have to convince them or sell them or talk them into anything, right? You get right to helping them. They're just like, help me. And you're like, great, here's the plan. Let me help you. It takes that icky feeling away from the sales process. When someone trusts you, you don't have that, am I coming across like an icky salesperson that most of us want to avoid like the plague. And then you get to go for yes. You get to go. How many of you guys do the go for no thing? Anyone do the go for no thing? Do you know what I'm talking about? Where the whole idea is you keep a list of the no's to motivate you, like you're getting closer to a yes. It's that whole, it's darkest before the dawn type thing. I just be honest with you guys, just be transparent. Like the go for no thing, I won't do that. Like I will hide. I have a stand-up desk, so I fit really well underneath it. I will go under my desk and hide in the fetal position. I'm total wimp. I hate being rejected. I do. Anybody hate rejection? I seriously, I hate rejection, especially from friends or family. Like that's the worst thing for me. But here's the thing that's cool about this system is by building trust, even just a little over time, I don't go for no's. I go for yes. I deepen relationships. Even the people who don't want to do business with me or join my business right now, they develop a deep respect and joy for what I'm doing, right? Which is awesome. So I'll talk to you guys a little bit more as we go on with that. Now, how do you build trust? Now, the best part about this is there are ways you can actually do this. So the first thing I want you guys to know is there's 4 essential ingredients to building trust. 4 essential ingredients to building trust. I could go an hour on every one of these slides. So I apologize that I'm just kind of going rapid fire, but I want to get you guys at least the relationship marketing 101 class tonight. The first is chemistry. Chemistry. Second thing is character. Character. Competence is the third. Competence and consistency is the fourth. Chemistry, character, competence, consistency. All right, I'm going to go through these each, don't worry. So first, let's talk about chemistry. Chemistry is where you have common ground with someone, right? What is it about you they can relate to? This is really important because in order to develop trust, first you have to find common ground. The thing that's really cool is that you have common ground with every person on the planet if you take the time and care enough to figure out what it is. Now, most of you guys are already doing attraction marketing of some sort, right? Through social media or whatever you're doing, networking through groups, whatever it is that you guys are doing, you're already finding people that you have chemistry with, you have things in common with. But maybe you're bumping into someone in the store, or at the school when you're picking up your kids. And that's when you listen. You listen to find chemistry. That's how you find it, by the way. You listen, ask questions and listen. Just a quick story. I worked for years with a guy named Marty McCoy. At the corporation where I worked, he was in charge of facilities. He was the guy running around fixing things, painting walls, plugging holes. Always had a smile on his face. Amazing guy. And he swore that every single person in this world was connected by 2 degrees of separation only, just 2 degrees of separation. And he would always tell me these stories. He'd go on a vacation, and he would tell me how he met somebody at the airport, and he figured out what their 2 degrees were. It was just a matter of asking questions and listening. He went to Brazil and figured out that he was connected to somebody who didn't even speak English. Through somebody else who was there could speak both languages, he figured it out. It's amazing. So if you guys care enough, you can figure out the chemistry pretty quickly. The second one is character. Now, what's so important about character, and even competence, what I'm going to get to in a second, is character is not an adjective. Character is not an adjective. As far as I'm concerned, none of you guys have character, right? Some of you have enough character that pissed you off that I said that. Here's the thing that you need to understand. Character is what you demonstrate. It's when you demonstrate to somebody else how much you care, right? You're relatable and you demonstrate to me how much you care. You can't say, well, I'm a person of character. People get mad all the time. They feel like their integrity's been insulted. When somebody are you questioning my integrity? Well, have you demonstrated to me your integrity? Okay, you need to understand that when you're working with people out in the world, real people, they see your character when you demonstrate how much you care. It's something you do. It's like love. Love is something you do. It's not something you have, right? All right, competence. Competence is when you demonstrate you're good at what you do. It's when you demonstrate that you're good at what you do. You're a good business person, right? You're somebody I can trust to help me reach my health and fitness goals. You're somebody I can trust to mentor me in this business. This is your competence. Okay. So whenever you guys are communicating via social media, in person, email, whatever the case may be, you need to be thinking, does this demonstrate character and competence? Is what I'm about to say demonstrate my character and competence in some way? Does it show that I'm caring? Am I offering value? Am I showing that I'm a professional? Just keep those in mind as you're communicating. And whenever somebody wants to do business with you, and you guys will probably realize this is true about you too, whenever somebody's thinking about doing business with anyone, there's only three things they care about. There's only three things they care about. Can I trust you? Do you care about me? And are you good at what you do? Can I trust you? Do you care about me? And are you good at what you do? You know what's interesting here, guys? I'm looking at these three things, right? I've been teaching this for like my entire adult life. Can I trust you to care about me? Are you good at what you do? In every business model, every business you can ever imagine, teaching the same thing. And the thing that just struck me when I'm reading this is, what are the ingredients in Shakeology aren't one of these questions. Anyways, just a little side note. All right. Just remember, this is what the objections are about. When you guys get objections, it's not about an ingredient in Shakeology. It's not about the vitamin E content of Shakeology. These are the objections people are giving you. These three things. Make sense? Okay. I'm taking too much time getting into it. I'm getting fired up getting into this. All right. The fourth one is consistency. Consistency is like the magic that brings it all together, right? It's like just without this, you've got nothing. Okay. And here's your important principle though. People respect consistency and desire it for themselves. Hey, you guys got one of these with your t-shirt. Those of you guys who got the t-shirt. People respect consistency and desire it for themselves. This is your reminder. Okay, let me explain what I'm talking about here. Great book right here. It's called Influence. Anyone read this book? Anyone ever read this book? Any nerds like me that read all these weird books? Okay, here it is. I'll put it on the thing. Read this book. I highly recommend it. It's called Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion by Robert Cialdini. Those of you guys who would rather a video, he did a TED Talk. You get that's the digest version. Okay, one of the things he talks about in this book is that the desire to be consistent is one of the primary motivating factors for all human beings. The desire to be consistent is one of the primary motivating factors for all human beings. So, guys, this is why people fail in your challenge groups, right? How can they fail? Because they desire to be consistent. Because the desire to be consistent with their friends and family who are unhealthy is too strong. The desire to go back to their old habits that are unhealthy, to be consistent with that, is too strong to break. That's why they fail. Right? Oh, you worked out for 3 days. You deserve this deep dish Chicago pizza, right? I deserve it. People put that I see that on Facebook, people in my groups, and I'm like, no, you don't deserve an early grade. You deserve to feel great. What are you thinking? We got to get you consistent somewhere else. Now, here's the thing. That's cool. People succeed when we help them be consistent with a new community, right? People that are healthy, that are trying to live a healthy life, when they're able to be consistent with a system that's going to lead them in the right direction, that's when they're successful. The same motivating factor helps people succeed and helps people fail. And it's so important to understand that as coaches, because it's our job to help people, right? So we need to understand that. We need to figure out, well, what is it you're doing now? How are you, who's supporting you? Do you have people around you that are unhealthy? You got to find that out so we know, right, going into it. But why am I bringing this up to you guys now? Well, this is so important, not just for us coaching people, but it's also important for us as coaches as we're building trust. We need to be consistent. This is the number one thing, right? We've got to find chemistry. Yeah, we have to share. We have to show that we care. We have to demonstrate our character. We have to be competent in what we're doing. But we've got to be consistent. Okay, we got to be consistent. So are you guys consistent? Here's the question I have for you. Are you consistent? Are you a product of the product, right? I mean, this is so obvious. It's being asked all the time, but you have to ask yourself this. Are you doing your workout, drinking your shake? Are you committed to healthy living? Are you doing your personal development? Even in the months of June and July, right? I know how crazy it is. The kids come home and everything, but are we still doing it? Are we still being consistent? Struggling, but moving forward, not perfect, but determined. Basically, are we, human beings, but we're also coaches. But here's the question I have for you, because I think you guys are probably pretty good on this stuff. I mean, if you're showing up on a Thursday night to listen to me talk about Teamzy, you're probably pretty consistent on this stuff. So let me ask you this. Are you as consistent in your relationships? Are you as consistent in your relationships? Are you as consistent about staying in touch with your relationships? Right? Are you in touch with people? Are you surprised when people give you a no when you haven't contacted them since high school? Does that make sense? People are surprised that they're being rejected by people when they haven't been in touch anyways. There's no trust. There's no trust if you're not in touch. Okay, so here's an important principle. People won't believe you until they see you. I mean, you guys are parents, right? It doesn't matter what you say. You can go on Facebook, you can have the most beautiful like page in the world and the best Instagram ever and be like, I'm a coach and it's wonderful, and come over to my side. It's so healthy and vibrant and energetic, and I love my shake. And it's like, great girl, but I haven't heard from you in 25 years. They'll believe you when they see you. Come join my team. I'm going to mentor you. I'm going to love up on you. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, sure you will. Yeah, I haven't heard from you. Do you see what I mean? There's a little bit of a mountain to get over here, and it's really important, guys. So here's something I want you to understand. Relationship building is a contact sport. Relationship building is a contact sport. What does that mean? Because I kind of ripped off a cliche there. It means you need to be in regular contact with people. That's what it means. You just got to be in regular contact with people. If you want a relationship, you got to be in contact. You got to spend some time with people. Here's your big principle. This is probably the biggest principle you'll get today. Investing time and connecting with people is the only way to deepen relationships. Investing time and connecting with people is the only way to deepen relationships. Okay, quick example on this. How many of you guys have ever received a card from somebody that they hand wrote a message, right? Like a thoughtful, heartfelt message. They hand wrote a message in the card and you kept it. Anyone have something like that they saved? Right? Probably more than one, right? You probably have like a box of them somewhere that you saved. So why did you not save the little postcard from the dentist office, with the cartoon that says happy birthday? Like, how come you didn't save that one? The reason why that handwritten note was so valuable is because somebody took their most precious resource, their time, and invested it just in you. They took a little bit of time out of their day and they invested it in you. And it was so meaningful to you that you saved that like a medal to your relationship. That is what it means to invest time in people. I'm not talking about tons of time, just even a little bit of time. How many times have you guys gone to a store and the clerk didn't even give you enough time to look up at you and acknowledge you? And you were like, what's up with that person? At the same token, if somebody looked up and just smiled at you and made eye contact, it makes all the difference, right? They invested a millisecond in you and your relationship was deepened. It's amazing how this works. Okay, wait, I'm just going to go off on tangents. Let me keep it moving. You guys get the point, right? I have a tendency to beat that dead horse until it's completely beaten to nothing. Okay, here's what you need, guys. You need a system. You need to stay in contact with all your relationships. All of them. Everyone you ever met. Thousands of people. You need to be in contact with them, right? But know when to contact them. Know when to contact them. Know what to say to them. And then make sure that people don't fall through the cracks. This is the biggest problem we have, is that we connect with people and then we move on and we leave them behind, right? You want to make sure that nobody ever falls through the cracks. Okay. So some of you are going, when is he going to show me Teamzy? We're here. We're in Teamzy now. Okay, don't worry. We're here now. Okay, so I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of background because I think it's really important that you understand why the system is designed the way it is. All right. First and foremost, I want you guys to know that, let me just come out for a second and look at you, see your faces. How many of you guys are using Teamzy right now or in a free trial? Okay. Make sure if you're not doing a free trial, I got someone on an airplane. That is so cool. Melitza's on an airplane right now, getting ready to take off. So are you on an airplane or a train? An airplane? Dedication, man, this is good. I better get some good stuff before she takes off and they turn off her Wi-Fi. Okay, so Here's the thing, guys. Get your free trial. Go to teamzy.com, sign up for a free trial. It's 30 days for free. There's no strings attached. Go start the free trial and use it and abuse it. If you use it for 30 days, if you do it, by the way, get a success partner, maybe somebody else on the call that you know, do it together for 30 days. And at the end of every day, take a screenshot of your finished dashboard and send it to each other and motivate each other. And I'm telling you right now, Beachbody doesn't guarantee any measure of success. If you do Teamzy every day for a month, you guys will have your best month ever in this business that you've ever had. Period. Try it. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, and I'll find a t-shirt and send it to you. Okay. All right. So let's jump into Teamzy. So you guys are getting your free trials. We're going to jump right in here. All right. So you're looking at my Teamzy dashboard right now, correct? You guys see that? Okay. So when you first come in here, you're going to be in the setup wizard, and it looks like this. I'm going to relaunch it so you can see it. And this is just to make setup super easy. Okay, it's just to make setup super easy. So what you're going to do in here is you're going to set your income goal, you're going to create a powerful why, and you're going to get your contacts imported into Teamzy. I'll show you how to do it really quick as I can through here, and then we'll show you how to do a power hour. So first step, set an income goal. This is the amount of income. This is the income level you'll be at 12 months from now using Teamzy. So set your income goal. Please at least shoot for 6 figures here. You can see I put 150,000 in here, which is great. Those of you guys who are like superstar diamond studs, this is what this number is the amount of business you're personally going to generate this year, right? As opposed to like your whole team going off. Okay, so now what it does is it takes that number, 150,000, and it crunches it in the background, and it tells me that I need to connect with 4,348 people in the next 12 months. That's it. You just got to reach out to 4,348 people, 6 figures. Easy peasy, right, guys? Okay, so what do you do when you have to eat an elephant? Do you guys know this? You do it one bite at a time. One bite at a time. So Teamzy now breaks it down for me. Breaks it down into 3 groups: prospects, current customers, coaches on my team, and then it goes monthly, weekly, daily. So it takes that big number of 4,348 and it breaks it down to 9 prospects a day, 6 customers, 4 coaches. Okay, there's my daily bite. Here's an important principle. I don't have a slide for it, but I'll just tell it to you guys. It's this: if you can keep your focus small, you can grow your business big. Okay, if you can keep your focus small, you can grow your business big. The principle here is winning the day. Winning the day. Your goal is to win the day. Look, from a fitness perspective, it's, did I eat well today? Did I do my workout? Did I drink my water? That's how you win the day. You can't do 21 day fixed workouts in one day and say that was successful, right? That's not the same. You got to win it every day, just to win it every day. That's what this is. This keeps your focus small so you can grow your business big. Now you can customize these. If you're a newer coach, right? You've got 4 coaches on your team, that's not going to work. Maybe you make that a 0, or maybe you make it a 1, right? You can customize these. Okay? These are the numbers I work with every day: 15, 4, and 1. Those are the numbers I work with. And then it defaults to 3 for invites and ads. You can change that depending on your goals. Okay? All right, so any of you guys that are in here and you want to update your goals, there's a little link on the dashboard that says change daily goals or edit daily goals. You click it, it'll take you to this page and you can redo them. Okay. The next step is finding your why. This is so important, guys, because right, your willpower sucks. If you heard that before, you don't have, willpower doesn't exist. It's just why power. That's the only thing that drives us. It's right in here. If you guys haven't read this book, awesome book, Compound Effect, you should read it 2 or 3 times. The reason why you should read Compound Effect if you haven't done it, guys, is because basically this guy has read every personal growth book ever and digested it into one. It's like the Reader's Digest for personal growth. Okay. So the finding your why, it takes you through a journaling exercise to help you really think about why you're a coach. If you cannot answer to me right now in a meaningful way why you are a coach, you're going to quit. You're going to quit. Because quitting points come to all of us. A quitting point is something in life that hits us that just feels like it's too hard to persist. They happen to all of us all the time. It makes us want to quit. This is why most people aren't successful, because they hit a quitting point and they don't have a why powerful enough to overcome that quitting point. You guys need to tap into this. Why'd you become a coach? What'd you hope to accomplish by doing that? Each one, just think about it. Write in your little notes. It's just for you. Why is it important for you to accomplish that? What would achieving that mean for you and your family? As you guys go through this process, you'll start to realize the deep underpinnings of why you want to be successful, okay? And in the very last box, you're going to put your statement. This is your why statement, why you're doing this every day, and it will publish to your dashboard. So every day when you come in to do your power hour, you can read your why and kind of reconnect to that. When you don't feel like reaching out to people today, which is normal, you go, wait a second, there's a reason why I need to do this really quick. And I'm going to show you guys how I do. I talk to about 20 people in about 25 minutes. Okay, I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is with the tool. Okay, so go through and do this. Now, listen up. Some of you guys, I'm just going to look at your faces real quick. Some of you guys are more motivated by avoiding pain than you are actually achieving your goals, right? You know who you are. So here's what I want you to do. If you're motivated like that, just write in parentheses, what happens if I fail? And write out what your life will look like if you give up. Okay, it might just look like it is now, but you're doing this for a reason, right? You want to do something else. So put that in there. It's really powerful motivation for you guys. Okay, let me go back to Teamzy. So the next step here is we're going to get your contacts in, right? And so you're going to get like all your Facebook friends imported in. It's really easy to do. These are videos that show you how to do it. We're going to get your coach list and your customer list from the Coach Online Office imported in. And then if you have your contacts in another CRM, which is contact relationship management system, or another list or whatever, you can import those into. So once you get everybody imported in, it's pretty easy to do, okay? The next step is gonna be ranking them. So let me explain that really quick. This will automatically bring you in there on the setup wizard, but you'll be on your team page, which I'm just navigating over here. The team page shows me my whole list, right? It's got the whole list. Now, just a little pro tip here. If you get to, it seems like you get to the bottom of your list, just give it a second and it loads more, okay? They're all there, okay? I'm just showing that because that question comes up all the time. It only imported 20 people and I have 6,000, okay? So you can see here I've got all my prospects, my customers, and my coaches. Because I did the import from Facebook and from Coach Online Office, it automatically separates those groups because it knows who's who. Okay, so for example, you'll be in your prospects and you're gonna be doing your ranks. Let me explain what this is. It'll be in rank mode like this. What you do in rank mode is you give everybody a ranking. 5 stars, 4, 3, 2, you just by clicking it. You just go through real quick and you click people and you give them their ranks, okay? You just do it from the gut. Now, everybody's gonna start as a 3 and then you're gonna promote them or demote them or leave them at 3. But why is this so important? I know you guys know how to do this. You do it all the time on other websites. This is super important, guys. Here's the principle at play here. If you don't prioritize your relationships, you can never prioritize your time. If you don't prioritize your relationships, you can never prioritize your time. Because what happens is you should be spending the most time with the best people, your family, your friends, and the people most likely to do business with you. The people already doing business with you that are awesome, that are most likely to bring more business to you. Those are the people who deserve the most time. But who actually gets the most time? Who gets the most time are the turkeys. They steal your time. The squeaky wheel gets the grease, right? They literally rob your time and they take it away from the people who deserve it the most. You have to set the priority first. And when your priorities are set, your decisions are easy, okay? So guys, here's the other reason. If you don't prioritize this, Teamzy won't know how to set up your power hour for you. So you go through your list one time. Sorry, I banged into my microphone. It probably sounded like a thunder. You go through your list one time and do this, and Teamzy's gonna create your power hour list for you every day forever. You never have to plan your power hour again. So if you're daunted by the fact that you have 4,000 Facebook friends, get a nice, well, if you have 4,000, you get a big glass of big glass of wine. Put on some soft music and crank through your, there you go, and crank through your list. Just crank through it, guys. You waste so much time planning a power hour now. You could take one power hour and get everybody ranked and never have to ever do it again. How cool is that? Okay, so now you've got everything set up. I'm gonna now show you guys what doing this power hour is like, finally. All right, you guys are still with me, so hopefully you got a few good nuggets in there. When you get to your dashboard, here's the Teamzy dashboard. I just want to show you everything you need is right here on the dashboard. You've got kind of the goals for the day. So you can see I had to connect with 15 prospects. I've already done some. I've got 3 left. So when I'm done with these, I get a full circle, right? And it gives me that little that little visual progress that I'm making. I wanted to connect with 4 customers. I've already done 3. One coach on my team, I did that. I need to send some invites. I haven't done that. I did add people to my list. Okay, so those are my goals for the day. Also, I have my dailies, which I haven't checked off, but I have done today. So I did my socials, I did personal development, I drank my shake, I did my workout. Okay, so I track those because I want to make sure I'm a product of the product, right? Part of being consistent. It's right there, makes it easy for me. Okay, so now when I do my power hour, here's my why right there. Remind me why I'm doing this. So my who's up next kind of runs my power hour. First, I'm going to do prospects first. Prospects first, then customers, then coaches, then follow-ups. Go in the order that they're there. There's a reason for it, guys, and that's because prospecting is the most important activity in your business. First thing we do. I want to do follow-ups. Oh my gosh, I love doing follow-ups because those people are already interested, but I put them to last so that I do my prospecting. So the next person on my list is Natalie. Okay, Natalie. So I primarily use Facebook to communicate with people. So I'm going to go to Facebook and look her up. This is somebody I barely know. She's a friend of a friend. And she did a free water drinking group with me one time. So I'm going to check in with her. Okay, so do you see I just typed it and hit go? I don't overthink these things, guys, because I got to get through 20 people in 25 minutes. Hi, Natalie. It's been a while since I checked in. How are you? Hope your day was awesome. Just a little pro tip here. Spell checker, spell autocorrect. Anybody that spells their name in a unique way will get auto-corrected, and so it's super annoying when people misspell your name, so double check before you hit go. That happens all the time. It's terrible. The other day I had somebody, I forget what it was, but it spell corrected their name to something horrible. Okay, so I copied that message. Now I'm going back to Teamzy. I just toggled back over. Now I just want to record that. I'm going to paste it in here, right? That was a Facebook message, and I'm going to hit log. Now, that logged the message, and it's gone. Natalie's off my list. You can see that this circle moved. I've got 2 left. So now I'm going to connect with Katie. Now, I'll explain to you why I'm not worried about her response right now. There's Katie McBride. Okay, great. All right. I reuse the same message, guys, just to be efficient. Now, I haven't checked in with Katie ever on Facebook, so I can't say that. Okay, so I said, hi, Katie, just popping by to say hello. How are you? Hope your day was awesome. All right, I'm going to copy that. You can see people are responding to messages I sent earlier already. All right, so now I'm going to paste that in there. Boom. Facebook message, log connect. All right, so now I got Ange. You see what I'm doing? I have to get that circle finished, guys. So while you're here, I'm going to finish my power hour for the day. There's Ange, brilliant designer I used to work with. Great. I sent her a message in November. Terrible. Okay. All right, boom, same message. You guys see how easy this is? Can you see how I could do 15 of these really quick? Now, some of you are thinking, that's too easy. He needs to get deeper. He should read their whole Facebook page. He should custom that message. Here's the thing, guys. Here's what I want to happen. All right, first let me finish logging this one. Boom, look at that. 15 done. Now I'll move to customers. I'm just trying to start conversations with people. My goal is that they see my message, they think of me for a second. That's step 1. Maybe my message will make them smile because it was extra nice. Sometimes I'll put a little smiley face in my message, make them smile. So now they've thought of me with a smile, which is good. They've associated a good feeling with me. Now what I'm hoping beyond that is that they respond and we can have a conversation. Once the conversation started, now we can use all the training. We can use our forum training. We can find out what's going on in the world. And remember I said we'll offer value? We want to discover a way to help. That's the whole point. We want to discover a way to help. It may not be Beachbody related. Now it might be, and I'll show you what to do, how to follow up with that in a minute. It might just be that they need prayer, they need a friend, that they need advice, that they need a referral to a dentist. I don't know. Find a way to help them. That's your goal. Find a way to help them. So next, I'm going to toggle to my customers, the next list. Okay. So there's my friend Yolanda. I'm going to send her a message. Now, I'm going to do the same basic thing, guys, with customers, is I'm going to send messages to stay in touch with them. Now, you can see it's been a while. I haven't heard from Yolanda in a while. She actually tragically lost her husband recently, so she's been kind of in and out of being in contact. Okay, so I'm going to send Yolanda a message. Now, here's the thing, guys. It's so important to be in touch with your customers. So important. So important. Let me explain this, because so many coaches don't stay in touch with their customers. They just don't, right? It's to the point now, you guys see that memo from Beachbody Corporate? It's to the point now that they're going to start taking the customer leads back from coaches. Did you guys see that memo? If your customer lead doesn't buy anything from you, they're going to take them back. That's what's happening, is they've given the leads to the coaches, and coaches aren't following up. Guys, it's so important to be in touch with your customers. In fact, I got to stop my share to explain this to you. First and foremost, you're their coach. You've made a commitment to help them, and they will quit. Every single human being, I mean, you may have met 5 people in your life that'll never quit, right? Those people are extraordinary. Everyone else, they need accountability, they need support, they need community, they need encouragement, and they need love, or they will quit. Am I wrong? So if you're not in touch with them, guess what? You're not on their team anymore helping them. That's it. So hopefully guilt is a major motivator. Stay in touch with your people. But here's the more important reason. If you guys are trying to grow your business, if you're trying to increase your income, if you're trying to hit Success Club, you need to understand this principle. I'll give you a second to grab your pens. The hottest source of a new lead is your current customer. The hottest source of a new lead is your current customer. I could do a 3-hour training on this alone, but I just want to give you guys this kind of mental image. Let's say you're doing a 21-day fix challenge group, and you've got somebody in the group who's doing great, right? They're getting great results. Picture this person going to work, going to their office, and they're in the kitchen. People are, they've got like the donuts there from the vendors. People are killing those, or they've got whatever. They're getting like I remember back when I worked, not from my shed, but actually at an office, people were eating stuff out of the vending machine. I mean, it was like, as a coach, it's like, don't eat that. That is so gross, right? So now your customer walks in to the blender and makes a Shakeology. She looks amazing, right? She's doing 21-day fix. She's a couple weeks into it. She's drinking her Shakeology. She's got her little containers. She's putting this beautiful food together. People are looking, between their cup of noodles over at her food. And they're like, what are you doing? She's like, oh my gosh, I'm doing this program. It's amazing. This is Shakeology. No, it's not a protein shake. It's amazing. And she's telling them all about what you're doing with them. She's excited about it. And everybody's like, I need that. You've lost how many inches? Oh my gosh, that's what I need. Guess what? Why aren't all those people in your group? Why aren't all those people on your team? Where's the disconnect? Right? Guys, you got to be in touch with your customers, or you're not going to connect to those people. Now, here's one more thing. I don't have time to go into the deep steps. Some of you guys may have seen me doing other trainings on how to actually duplicate your current clients, how to get those people. But here's one little tip I will tell you is when you're asked for referrals and they say, yeah, I'll give you a referral. And then you have this nice warm feeling, but you never get a referral. Anyone ever have that happen? You need to be asking for introductions. You need to be asking for introductions, not referrals. Okay, so I'll just give you a quick example. Denise, I just want to tell you, I'm so proud of you. You're doing amazing in the group, getting great results, and you've been encouraging other people. I just wanted to tell you, I really appreciate it. I'm excited that you're in the group, that you're getting results. I just want to thank you for your support. And she's going to go, oh, it's been great. Thank you, Eric. And then I say, I just want you to know, if you have any friends or family, Denise, who you think would benefit from being in the next challenge group, I'd be happy to help them too. In fact, can you think of anybody right now who would benefit from being in our next group, Denise? Right? But in your own words. And she says, well, actually, Sally from my office was kind of interested. She saw me cranking out my Shakeology the other day and was asking me all about it. Awesome. Why don't you do that? Would you do this for me, Denise? Would you just quick introduce me to Sally? Just like a group text or a message or an email, whatever's easiest. And I'll get her all the information on the next group. We'll take it from there. She can take it or leave it. Okay, just ask for a quick introduction, whatever's easiest for them. Once you get that introduction, you guys, I told you I wouldn't do this, but I got sucked into it because it's so much fun. Guys, your goal is to get relationships. That's your goal. If she introduces you to somebody, you got a new ad. You added somebody to your list. That is the best thing you can do with your time is add people to your list. How awesome is that? I don't even care if Sally joins my group. Sally's on my list. You know what that means? It means that Sally and I have a relationship now, whether she likes it or not. Teamzy is at least going to bring her up every 3 months. And I'm going to connect with her. And over time, she is going to love me. Does that make sense? Or we'll hate each other and we'll delete her. Either way, you get the point. Okay. So make sure you're in touch with your customers, you guys. And then finally, once you get your customers done, you're going to go to your coaches. You're going to connect with your coaches. Guys, this is so important because it's called Teamzy. It's about building your team. It's about building your team. So many coaches rely on the team call. They rely on the Facebook groups, right? Did you guys get that email with your stats for the year from Beachbody this week? How awesome was that? How many of you were totally shocked when you saw how long your coaches stay on Shakeology? Did you guys see that like average stat for how many months? It showed you how many months your customers stay on Shakeology and then how many months your coaches stay on Shakeology. I know, like, I'm sure that most people saw that number and were like, oh my gosh. But I provide so much. We've got the groups, we've got the team calls. Here's the thing I will tell you guys, nothing substitutes one-on-one. Send people a message, check in on them. Coaches fall off the map the same way customers do. They need you to reach out just to say hi. Teamzy will tell you, talk to this person. You can see right now it's telling me to connect with Trisha. Great, so I'll send Trisha a message. Hey Trisha, thinking about you. How's everything going? How's life? And it's gonna make her feel great. And I'm gonna find out if she needs any support or help above and beyond what she's getting. Okay, so guys, prospects, customers, coaches, boom. You notice, look, I got through those 3 things. I got my 100%, tells me you crushed it. I feel awesome. What I would do now is I would take a screen grab of this to send to my success partner. And it's gonna piss her off because I haven't got one from her today. So that's gonna piss her off. She's gonna have to go finish hers. But that's okay. Okay, so now here's the best part. Now we're on follow-ups. So we've gone through prospects, customers, coaches. We've reached out. We've sent a bunch of love, 20 love messages out. And you could see when we were in Facebook that people were responding. If you send, like, typically for me, I'll get 10 or 11 new conversations started every single day based on 20 outgoing connects. Okay? And out of those 10 or 11, the goal is that a few of those will grow into an invite. Okay? So now let me show you what happens. Let's use my friend Ange. I think she was the last one I sent a message to, as an example. So I sent a message to Ange. How you doing? She messages back and we catch up. Let's say we have a nice conversation over some time on Facebook. We go back and forth. We get caught up. Now, the way I like to do it is at some point, I'd like to say, let's get on the phone and talk about this. Okay, because the phone is so much better. Now, I've sold a bunch of challenge packs just with Facebook messaging, but I do find if I have the call, they have a better chance of making it through the group for some reason, just because we get more connected on what they're doing. Okay, so I try to get them on the phone, and then so Ange and I, we talk. We find out that she wants to join the next group. She's excited about Shakeology. We've talked about everything. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to send her the official invite to the group and the links to order her challenge pack and everything. Okay? So what I will do, guys, is I'm going to pull her up right here. I'm going to see that search at the top. I'm just going to pull her up right there. Okay? And that brings me to her record. So this is Ange's record because she's not going to come up on my dashboard for 3 months, right? I have to look her up. So now an activity feed is going to show me that message I sent her. So now what I can do is I can actually edit that and I can paste our whole conversation in. The whole conversation we had in Messenger, I can just paste it in there. Okay. But now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to log her invite. So I'm also going to show you guys how to do the follow-up on this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in and let's say it was 21-day fix. Okay. So I'm going to do 21-day fix, invite, and then this is going to be an email. I always do it via email. And now I'm clicking invite. See that? Invite. And now I'm going to select the type. It was to a challenge group. Okay. So now, guys, before I log this into her record that I sent her an invite to 21-day fix, I don't want this to go to default on follow-up, which is 3 months from now. I want to follow up with her tomorrow. Okay, this is so important. This is the most important part of everything is the follow-up. So let me show you how to do this. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to set that to tomorrow. Okay. Now when I log this connect, you can see now I have a follow-up set for tomorrow. There it is. Okay. And when I'm on my dashboard and I've done my prospects, my customers, my coaches, and I go to follow-ups, you're going to see there she is on my list. Okay. So I can't forget her. She can't fall through the cracks. Now, guys, this is really important because there's a couple of things I want you guys to understand here. 80% of all sales happen between the 7th and the 10th follow-up. 80% of all sales happen between the 7th and 10th follow-up. Anyone heard something like that before? How many of you guys, by a show of hands, typically follow up on the invite 10 times? Okay, we got a couple of studs on the team, which is unusual, by the way. It's unusual. Don't feel bad if you don't. That just means you're normal. Now, if I were to ask you why you don't follow up, one answer might be because you don't have a system to do it. But another answer might just be that you feel like you're nagging people. Anybody ever feel like you're nagging people if you followed up that many times? Okay. So I'm going to just quick, I know I've been talking a long time, guys, and I know it's late for some of you, but I'm going to give you some quick training on how to follow up without being a nag because it's so important that you do follow up. Just like I mentioned that you're letting people down when you're not contacting customers, not following up is the same thing. It's not showing, it's proving that you weren't committed to helping them in the first place. Does that make sense? So let me explain how we do it. So let me go back, hold on, we'll go back to Teamzy and I'll explain it. So you saw how I set it up, how I got her on my follow-up list, okay? Now, what I'm going to do when I'm talking to Ange is I'm going to say, okay, Ange, you know, we're talking, I have the perfect program for you. It's 21-day fix. I'm going to send you an email that's going to invite you to the challenge group, and it's going to have the links in there to buy your challenge pack. You're going to get your, you know, tell her everything that she gets. And she's going to go, okay, great. Okay, good. And I'm going to say, great. I just sent you the email, Ange. I'll check in tomorrow and see if you have any questions. Okay, that's how I finish the conversation. I'll check in tomorrow, see if you have any questions. Now I set a follow-up for tomorrow so I can't forget. So now tomorrow is here, and I'm going to teach you guys like the golden sentence for doing your first follow-up. Some of you are just going to be like, I can't believe it's too simple, but it works. Just try it. So tomorrow when I message her, I'll just message her again on Facebook. I'm going to say, hey, Ange, just checking in like I promised I would. What questions do you have for me? Hey, Ange, just checking in like I promised I would. What questions do you have for me? Now, as simple as that is, a lot happened in that sentence. First, I told her I'd check in tomorrow, and I did. I actually followed through on my word. So I put a deposit in her trust account right there. But now I'm telling her, actually, you may not have realized this when I said I'd check in with you. That was a promise. That was a promise. That's me showing you that it's more than just like, hey, yeah, I really want the $40 commission from this 21-day fixed challenge pack, right? It's that I care enough about you that I'm promising to help you. Does that make sense? So just like I promised I would, I'm checking in with you. So now here's what I would do. Come into my follow-ups. Here's Ange. You know, say that message just like I promised I would, checking with you. And I set the next follow-up for tomorrow again. I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to send her a message every single day for at least 4 straight days after sending an invite. At least, sometimes more, for at least 4 straight days. Tomorrow, I'm going to send her another one that says, hey, it's me again, just checking in. Did you get the email? Let me know if you have any questions. The next day, you know, 3rd day, I'm going to say, hey, Ange, I hope you're having an awesome day. Just wanted to make sure you got the information. I'm here to help. The next day, I may say, hey, I'm excited to have you in the group. I want to make sure you get your order in time because the group's coming up, right? Whatever it is, just quick messages. Tomorrow, 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 tomorrow. And then after the 4th time, I might give her a break and go 2 days out. Right? Now, here's the thing, guys. If you start with, hey, this is me promising to follow up, caring enough to do it, and that is the tone through all of your follow-ups, you put your emoticons, your smiley faces, you put your, you know, your high five, whatever, use emoticons people because the emoticons make it friendlier. Guys, they will thank you every time. Thank you so much for staying on top of me. I really appreciate it. Now, why is this so important, guys? Teamzy is going to be the system that helps you not miss anybody, right? You're going to keep them on your follow-up list. And then if they don't respond at all after 10 follow-ups, like they've never responded, great. Take them off the follow-up list. Let them go back into Teamzy. In a couple of months, they'll show up on your dashboard, and you'll just say, you know, hey, how you been? How's life? And they'll be like, It's been good. You know, I really need to do something now. I think I'm ready. That happens all the time. Okay. But why is it so important to follow up? First of all, I want to know one thing. How many of you guys have had somebody say, I really want to do it. Send me the link. And you sent them the link and they didn't sign up that day. Right? They're not going to. It's going to be really rare. Like, that's an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing that somebody signs up right away. They're not going to. People don't, that's just not the way people are. So don't be pissed off about it. Just know, like, hey, look, here's the thing. I mean, I have the conversation like this. I did this for a million years when I was coaching real estate agents. It's like, I know you're going to flake on me. That's why you need me. If you didn't need the coach, you'd already be fit. But the good news is you've got me now. I'm going to be all over you. I'm going to follow up and make sure you do this. Thank you so much. No, I will. I'll be there. I'm going to make sure you do it. I have got you on my list. You're not falling off my list. I'm going to make sure that I help you get to the goals that you and I just discussed. Just be upfront about it. Does that make sense? Now, it's different if you're cold inviting. If you're cold inviting somebody and you follow up 10 times, then yeah, they deserve to hate you. Right? I mean, you're not making friends that way. Now, you can get leads that way. But I'm just saying, this is just not my style. My style is to work the relationship, if that makes sense. So that's how you do it, guys. And then the follow-up list, one more thing I want to show you guys is you can see your whole follow-up list. If you want to see the whole follow-up list, you can go to team. Right here, follow-ups upcoming. You can see your entire follow-up list, okay? They're red when they're due. They're yellow when they're tomorrow. And then when you have a couple days, they're green. Okay? So you can go in here. And then if you go to somebody like Anne, you don't really want to follow up with her, you can just take it off and she'll disappear off your list. Okay? All right. I talked a long time. I'm so sorry I talked so much. I got into it. What can I say? But I'm still here. You guys have questions? I'm here to answer them. So what questions do you have? Make sure you unmute.
Okay. Did you see the chat bar, Eric? There were a few questions there.
I'm looking at it right now.
Okay, I'll let you field those questions and hopefully some other people will come up with something else while you're doing that.
Jennifer, who did the free trial but couldn't get it set up, send a message to Teamzy on the little help button. Log in and hit the help button and tell them that, and they'll probably give you a new one. Denise is asking, can you update your Facebook list? Yeah, you can actually re-import your whole Facebook list again, Denise, and it won't duplicate people who are already in there. But the easiest way to keep it up to date as you go is just to add people as you go. I'll show you guys how to do it really quick. There's a couple of reasons why you want to do it this way. So when you're in your dashboard or any page, at the very top, hold on, I got you guys in my way here. There's this add contact button right here. So you can just put in, Denise, what's your last name? I'll add you to my list.
Mace.
Mace. Right?
Yes.
See, that's how quick I can add you. And if it's a Facebook friend, it's just a name anyways. But the cool thing about adding somebody this way is I can change your rank right here if I want. I can also tag you, whatever I want, right? So I usually tag, if you're a coach, I'll tag Teamzy. That's how I met you, right? I can also set my follow-up with you. So if you're a new contact, I want to follow up tomorrow. I'll put you on my follow-up list rather than letting you show up in 3 months. So I'll put you on my follow-up list right away so I can start that first conversation. Because I need to, there's a term that we used a lot in my other career, which was measuring the mo. Have you guys ever heard that? Measuring the mo? That's the motivation. I want to measure the motivation. So for some reason, Denise, you and I became Facebook friends. You reached out to me or I reached out to you. I want to message you right away to see what kind of motivation that is there. Like, did you just like my posts, or are you actually looking for information at this point? Which is fine. So I'm going to reach out and say, hey, Denise, great to be connected. How are you? Is there anything I can do for you? And you're like, I love your posts. Great. I'll let you go into Teamzy and I'll check in with you when you come up, and over time we'll connect. But you may go, you know what I mean?
Right. Now, if I re-import my list, is it going to delete any of the notes I already have in there?
No, it's going to ignore everybody on the new import that's already in Teamzy.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's only going to create the new records, the people who have been added since the last time.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, let me go back. Hold on, I lost control of my computer. All right, there we go. I'm not a tech person. I don't know if you guys think that's weird, but I'm really not. Let's see. My most recent customers are coworkers. Yeah, see? Make that shake at work. I've worn the Shakeology off of like 11 bottles. You know, the little Shakeology label? It pisses me off because I'm like, dang it, this is useless. It's got no brand on it anymore. Okay. You check in with your potential customers at least every 3 months. That's Billy's asking that. So here's the thing is you've got, I didn't tell you guys what the stars mean. I'm so sorry. Let me tell you what the stars mean. A 5-star person is going to come up on your list every single month, right? They're going to come up every single month. 5 stars is going to be people that are, you feel are like extremely likely to buy or join your team. Your mom might be a 5-star, so you remember to call her every month. Just kidding. She is a 5-star on my list, by the way. My mom is. But anyways, also like your existing coaches and customers that are rock stars, that are bringing people to the team, that are, you know, they're 5 stars. Now, 4 stars going to show up on your list every 2 months, every 60 days. So 4 stars, somebody that you feel is probably pretty likely to buy something with a little nurturing, right? Or maybe become a coach a little nurturing. Or they're your solid performing coaches and customers, challengers that you want to stay in touch with. A 3-star person is going to come up every 90 days, and that's where everybody starts. Everybody starts as a 3-star because you don't really know if they're hot or cold, okay? And 3 months is just about the right amount to stay in touch with somebody that you're not real close with. So everyone starts as a 3-star. A 2-star is going to go down to 4 months. Every 120 days, they're going to come up on your list. So 2 stars is a little bit colder. And then 1 stars are people that are on your Teamzy list but never come on your dashboard. So like when you import do not contacts, they're going to drop into a 1-star. Or maybe there's people that you've talked to, you don't really like, maybe they're even a customer you don't really want to talk to. For whatever reason, you want to keep them on your list, but you don't want them coming up on your list. Maybe it's another coach on your team that you want their contact info, but you don't want to connect with them. Whatever the case may be, those are your ones. So as you go through and move people up and down, your goal is to create a small group, maybe a dozen 5s in your life. Right? And those 5s are going to be the people that drive your whole business, right? In network marketing, it's easy. Those are going to be your diamond and star diamond coaches on your team. Those are going to be the customers who maybe don't want to be a coach, but bring droves of people to your business. I've got a couple of those. So those are your 5s. Like those are your best people. You want to spend the most time with them. That makes sense? Okay. So that was for Billy's question. Do you check in your potential customers at least every 3 months? So it just depends on where they are. Gina says, what do you do with people who are interested and stop responding? You just stay in contact with them. Okay, so here's one thing I will tell you, Gina, is, are you still here, Gina? Let's see. Okay, she's left. It's okay, it's bedtime. But hopefully she'll see that I answered a question. I have found that people don't respond to me for months. They never respond. This actually happened to me 2 weeks ago. 2 people out of the blue who've never responded to my message. And sometimes I feel dumb, right? Because Teamzy is now 6 months old. So if I message them right at the beginning, like I'm getting on the 3rd message of people that are 3s right now. So I'm getting the 3rd time and it's like, hey man, how's life? And there's been no response. It's like, okay. But it takes me half a second, so I don't care, right? Tell me to shut up if you don't want to hear from me. 2 weeks ago, 2 random people messaged me and said, can we get on a call and talk about the Beachbody opportunity? They never said, I'm doing fine, or how are you, or I see you on. They never responded in any way. They went straight to like, I want more information. So here's the thing I will tell you is, even if they don't respond, if they saw your message, some people aren't on Facebook, but if they saw your message, they're going to go look at your page. They're going to start looking at your posts. You may find people start liking posts, but don't respond to your message. So all of that stuff is working and creating that relational energy in that relationship. Any plans incorporating Instagram followers in the future? Can it be done? There is no way to export an Instagram list right now. I mean, there's like some third-party software and things you could do. But here's the thing with Instagram is you, as you're interacting with people on Instagram and they're actually interacting back, that's when you should add them to Teamzy. You know, just add them to Teamzy. If you guys are like Instagram studs and you're doing, 25, my success partner's all over Instagram. She posts 4 times a day. She does a video, but she has all, the plans. Some of you guys do that. And she gets like 25 connects with 25 people a day on Instagram. And then at the end of the week, she's got like 11 people who respond, and then she adds them all into Teamzy, and she's just cranking them in there and then trying to work them. So that's something you can do too. But as soon as, you start to have a relationship with somebody where you can have a conversation, even if it's one time, that's where I would just put them in Teamzy, if that makes sense. And you saw how easy that is. Can you print your contact list? Yeah, you can. You can just access it on your phone though. That's way better. You can just access it on your phone, guys. So you just go to your browser. I have an iPhone, so it's Safari. You just go to your browser and you go to app.teamzy.com, app.teamzy.com, and then save it to your home screen. So if you guys see right there on my home screen, see that little Teamzy icon right there? And that'll bring me right to my login page, which I've saved my login information on my phone. So then I just hit sign in. And there's my Teamzy dashboard. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's pretty awesome. So it's much better on your phone. Then that way it's like, oh, she's texting her husband again. I'm building my business on your dime. Hey, built my business on someone else's salary. You should too. Yesterday I had 3 invited, but did not respond at all. That's fine. So Billy, you do 15 and you'll get responses. Just do more. Okay, just do more. It's okay. So, I mean, if I go right now to Facebook, I got, it looks like I got about 7 responses today so far. Some people will respond weeks later too. So don't sweat it. Here's the thing. Don't even worry about it. Just keep going. Tomorrow's a new day. Just do it again. It's like you did 21-day fix day 1 and you're like, I haven't lost anything. I didn't get anything today, right? It compounds. Just keep going. All right. Any other questions, guys? Let me see, did we get any other comments? Okay. So here's my encouragement to you guys. Use it. You'll get the 30-day free trial and just totally use it. Just go for it. It's going to tell you who to contact. You set it up in a snap. I want to see you guys be successful. There's room for all of us to win. There's no shortage of people who need help with money or health, right? No shortage. And then those of us who have gotten healthier, like you never finish. So anyway.
Okay, Eric, I wanted to interrupt. I think that you've done a great job explaining Teamzy and the whole philosophy behind it. I had all these questions, but through the course of your presentation, I really do feel like you've addressed everything and so much more. So thank you. Thank you so much for your time. I also wanted to encourage everybody with Team Cup coming up, if you want to use that as your Teamzy free trial month, it is going to be the best month for you to do it. You are going to find, like Eric said, you're going to have your best month ever. You're going to bring your team all these great Success Club points, and you're going to, more importantly than that, you're going to rock your business. So it was really great timing to have you on our call now, because people can get started, they can get through Summit, they can sign up and totally rock August. So that's my hope for everybody.
Awesome. Hopefully I'll see you guys at Summit. I'll be wearing this shirt, so I should be easy.
Well, you motivated me to want to follow up with like 20 people during this call. So I wrote down names and everything you said. So it was awesome.
Yes. I think we're all going to go kick butt tomorrow. So thanks for the inspiration.
My pleasure, you guys. Have an awesome time. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Take care.
Thank you, guys.
Again.